Shalom, shalom. I'm just checking in. In this time of fitness, I wanted to do something different. This is my community, my neighborhood, right down the street. We have such a huge park here. It's sort of like a fitness trail. That's the first stop. And it goes around. Spent years out here walking as I've been in this community. Over 20 years. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Always quiet. Relaxing. Sometimes I just want to be out and to see the beauty, hear the birds. So that's one of the stops. Hallelujah, all praise to ABBA. My body is like thanking me right now. So I haven't been good to my body and keeping my fitness going. Sometimes I push myself and do fitness at home because I can. I have a gym at home for many years, and sometimes it's hard to just stop what you're doing and go in there. So I do a variety of things. And I like going to the gym as well, but not all of the time. So yeah, my lungs is like, ooh, fresh air. Yeah. It's like that 24/7 AC don't get it. I need fresh air. This is never stop. So I'm doing my warm-up now. I'm learning about autophagy. And I'm giving myself those 12, well, Dr. Mendez said 8 to 12 hours. And I've heard between 12 and 18 hours, some say, that the body goes into autophagy. And autophagy is when the cells begin to eat away at themselves. Self-eating is called. In order to reproduce new cells, new structures, something in that matter. Yeah, but it makes sense when I listen to it, and yeah, it makes sense. But in order to get there, the body has to go through this process. So and then exercise and fitness plays a big role along with fasting. Either dry fast or intermittent fasting. You can go into autophagy or maintain autophagy. Where did he go? He's hiding. Food plays a part in maintaining autophagy. So some of the food I saw recommended was pineapple, in which I like so much, turmeric and black pepper. I do that every day, just about. Sometimes I don't do anything. And then green tea, which my favorite. I used to be addicted to green tea. No sugar, of course. But I would drink about, oh my goodness, 8 to 10 cups a day. It was just, I just craved it like crazy. That was some years ago. But I need to get back to green tea. And I have, but I haven't been doing it every day like I should. But it's very good for the body. And so, around this trail one time, I think it is a mile, I think, because it's pretty huge, pretty big. So I'm hoping to get around maybe 2 to 3 times. I'm going to do some jogging and sweating. It's recommended that you do about 30 seconds of exertion, exhausting yourself, running or whatever, lifting weights, and then go into a cool down for 90 seconds. So that was some recommendations from Dr. Mindy. But yeah, it feels so good out here. And I'm going to say shalom, Yashar'el. It's my update. I'm into intermittent fasting every day. And then somewhere Sunday night, I go back into that dry fast. Most days in my intermittent fasting, it is the same as dry fasting. If I'm going to put something on my mouth, such as a tap of water, there may be reason for doing that. Like I'm out here now and I haven't eaten for about a little over 12 hours. That's not much. But so yeah, these monkey bars here remind me of my time at the police academy tryout. My mom and I was laughing about that the other day. We were talking about it. Hey, Mom, I just wasn't cut out for that. That wasn't, No. It was the monkey bars that told me no, and I said, okay, you're so right. Hey! But it wasn't meant for me. It wasn't my place. I can only fit where Yahuwah has called me to fit. There is no other way to fit when we are chosen by Yahuwah except his call. He fits us. He calls us. He chooses us. He authorizes us. He approves us. Only he can affirm us. That's only for his doing. And when he set you in place, Mr. Khan, ain't nobody can take you out of what Yahuwah has personally ordained, anoint you to do. It is your safe place. It is a place of shalom. Whereas you have the ability, as a prerequisite, to practice righteousness in the power of understanding shalom. That's why he told Moshe, walk before me and be perfect. When you look at that word perfect in its Hebraic expression, I can't remember the exact number in the Hebrew lexicon, but it's Binah, B-I-N-A. which means understanding. Understand what I am saying to you in this covenant and what I have called you to. To be perfect is to understand it. And listen to this. Just be willing to submit to it. I'm not telling you to do anything grand and so extraordinary in your strength, because you can't. I just need you to be perfect in your yes. And so when we understand that our perfection is our yes, then we could come into covenant with him. So if we're going to come into covenant with him, he's in charge, he affirmed us, then we in turn, we're going to do our due diligence to understand what that, which means benign, perfect. We're going to study to show ourselves approved, to see what that covenant entails. And then we're going to do our part. We're not going to expect him to do his part, which he's so perfect in. But we're going to understand that he expects us to do our part. Why? Because he's already anointed us to do it. Apart from me, I would say we can't do anything. Be perfect and understand that. Hallelujah. I'm so glad to be me in the skin that I'm in, because he's already challenged me and you. Wherever state you find yourself in, be there also content. That means to be content is a mark of a covenant. It is a mark of faith. You trust him. You have confidence. You're unwavering. You're not all over the place. You're not in the day and out tomorrow, Adam. You're not trying to cover up under any circumstances. Hallelujah. So, understand what his will is for your side of this agreement, which is to walk in confidence and perfection. Because, listen to this, a double-minded man receives nothing. So to walk in any other way, contrary to what it means to walk before him, to be nine, to understand, to walk any other way, is a direct contrary, unequivocally mindset against the grain of what your supply is, what my supply is in this agreement, this covenant, a promise to deliver. Yahuwah said, I got my side. But do you got your side, beloved YAH, to allow this covenant of agreement to be sealed by an order that our high priest, Amalek Yahusha, has gone out ahead of us as the priest of Yahuwah. He sealed it. But we still, as the body of the Hamashiach, we still have to do our due diligence. We yet have to be a part of this covenant. This is not by osmosis. I told you about the osmosis system that I have in my home. Whereas it transfers all the impurities from the water, it extracts it, and then it puts the pure water, the clean water that we can drink, it put it in the clean vessel, and therefore it's ready. So it's not, this doesn't happen by that. It happens as a result of one being willing to do their part. So there's no magic, there's no machinery, there's no other kind of way that this can be done except by your own direct will to submit to the set order, which is the power to walk in shalom as a result of shalom. I've been teaching on this set path for some years now. And this is my call. It's to teach and instruct in the matter that Yahuwah, Abba Yahuwah, has released upon the chosen. It is a chosen people, royal, a people that are called to a set pathway. The language alone, from the Aleph to the Tav, it expresses clearly the path. And so in that, you see as noon, as air, as seed, we have the power of continuity in order to carry it out. You see? It's a fail-proof plan. Hallelujah. This is why we will not be able to make excuses, because he's given us all the answers, all the tools. He's given us instructions. He's given us ordinance. This is a part of covenant agreement. No covenant comes without terms. These terms, although most don't want to hear them or submit to them, guess what? You can't get around them. It is unequivocally, absolutely, which means without doubt, impossible to get around these terms of the covenant. So understand what shalom means. It is the prerequisite to shalom. It is the power to be restored, because I've already knew there's going to be situations and circumstances and community that we have to deal with. Listen, it is. All the instructions that's needed was laid out. Look at this drought. This usually water in this area, but it's been dry. He's given us all the instructions we need. I'm also pulling on this vitamin D coming out of this sun that I need. Hallelujah. He's given us everything to make restitution, to requite that which we ourselves personally have done wrong. Shall we sin? That grace gonna cover us? Ha! Yahuwah forbids that. Why? In the kingdom of Yahuwah, there is no moment. There's not even one inklet or slight hint of space for ignorance. When I say that, I know that I just made a bold statement. Yahuwah is the judge. So, in other words, with our finite mind, a small mind compared to the mind of Yahuwah, we don't have what it takes to excuse or make reparation for ignorance, when he has given us everything in order to grasp hope of what this knowledge entails. It's a dangerous thing to try to subvert, go around what has been established. So in the kingdom of Yahuwah, since there's no space for ignorance, then Torah judges us accordingly. Remember in Revelation? And the books were open. Guess what the books with an S are doing? They are recording, not just to bring judgment or condemnation, but and also to release the rewards of Yahuwah. Because we know what the text say. He rewards those that diligently seek him. So we have the power of Mishpachah and the power of communitas. We have the power to be restored, to requite, to forgive others, to make room, according to Ephesians 4, first few verses. We have the power to serve one another. Make room for someone else's fault. Be humble, kind, gentle. And that also includes humble in our thought patterns. I was trying to figure out why you park on the sidewalk.
Oh.
Yeah, you shouldn't park on the sidewalk. So see when people run through? That's not good. You need to park over in the parking area. Yeah.
No. So I got into the building. I don't have to park on the grass.
No, you're supposed to park in the parking area. Yes, you're in the wrong area. You're on the one. See, this man got to run around your truck.
No.
That's not for your car to be parked.
No, I got into the building.
No, you can park by that black car. See, they don't know I know the mayor very well. Well, the ex-mayor. They don't know. He don't know who he's talking to. And see, this is what they do. This is what our people do. You see how he's parked? Where he's parked, he does not supposed to be there. That's a walking area. It's for walking. See, when the man ran through, he shouldn't be trying to run around that van. I'm walking through this park, this area here where the children play, in order to get through. I didn't want to walk by his truck. His truck should not be there. There's a parking area right there, right next to the black car. See, this is what our people do. See, he still don't have to go and park like he's doing that. He just need to, I thought he's going to park up there on that grass. He's still wrong. He's supposed to be in the parking lot. Believe that, y'all. So when we got our community, look at this beautiful community. Pretty quiet here. Like I said, I've been here for 20 years or more. Yeah, we had some things, but it's quiet. I don't have any problems. Oh, I can't believe these people up. Yeah, well, yeah, we had a couple of that. Just it's so small till you don't remember it. This is a very quiet community. So yeah, but when we in community, we got to learn how to follow the rules, and that was a good example. You see, Some people will say, "Oh, just let him. He can let his little van be parked there. He worked for the city." No, go park your van, honey, over there in the parking area, and allow this space to be open, please, for the runners and people that are running through and, you know, doing their fitness and things. Why? Because we pay for this. And it's only showing respect for the people that use this beautiful park. And it stayed like this. They maintain it very well. You won't see less garbage. The community, the park area is just beautiful. Yeah, because we got people like me. And I know some of the older ones that's been here when I first got here. Yeah. Oh, that was probably, yeah, over 20 years ago. That's going to say something. Yeah, we have to help one another out. I'm not going to report him, but it's true. I do know the mayor, ex-mayor of the city very well. He's a commissioner of another big city in my area. And if I call him, I used to be a part of, when I was a Christian in leadership as a pastor, apostle, I was part of his prayer team. And that still was the setup of Yahuwah, because it led me in my journey. Remember the word Sadeh, journey, chase, hunt. Each of our journey has a process. It has a set order that has been specifically set for us. Hallelujah. Individually and corporately. You have a story. We all have a story to the journey that Yahuwah has put us through. And without that journey, how could we be processed? How could we understand what it means to live in community? Even when they are outsiders, because we are in our captivity. But I believe that we are preparing, and the greatest preparation ever is taking place in Yashar'el right now, where we're getting ready to move into an era of community with a Hebraic mindset. Living in communitas, making decisions as Yahuwah sent the message to Pharaoh. Let my people go so that they may come from where they are, so they can come and worship me. Many of us are in a posture of servitude and worship and idolatry to this culture that we were born in, and we don't know it. Where do you spend most of your time? Working, trying to make it happen, trying to make the donuts, being exploited, being worked below the capacity of that innate ability to live in righteousness, to live in shalom. That ability being stifled 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, energy, working for massa to make them dollars so that they can enjoy a life of what they call shalom. Not our life of shalom, but it's their life of shalom. They don't know what peace is, because their peace comes with a high price. And most of them are not willing to pay what true peace entails, because they don't understand it. So we need to transition, and our work should be in the kingdom. Work out your soul's salvation with fear and trembling before Yahuwah. When you work it out, that means we're practicing the priesthood. We're living by way of the instructions, Torah. And that's a daily living. Hallelujah. Making sure everybody in the community is taken care of. Working agriculturally to make sure food is growing, and working in the husbandry, making sure the cattle, the farming industry side is being taken care of. Yeah, that takes work to live in the kingdom. Making sure the children are being taught and trained, as Deuteronomy 6th chapter tells us, in the kingdom. Oh yeah, it takes work. Practicing and going over those matters of disagreements and putting things in right perspective. Manning the territory. Watchmen's on the lookout, making sure that all gates, all entryways are closed, that the enemy won't enter. And that's being done ruachically in the spiritual realm through intercession, prayer, prophetic utterance, and insight. Teaching this lifestyle. Teaching so we woke up the next day. Let's put to practice together these teachings, these passages that we have just went over, saw in real time from the lifestyle of our forefathers. Yeah. We have a model. We have instructions, Musar. The instructions come to bring discipline, chastisement, correction. It comes to bring us in line with what righteousness entails, and that includes worship. We become worship before the Father by our mere actions and living out his instructions. He loves that. That's where he gets a sweet smell, aroma. Well done, Yashar'el, my chosen one, my good and faithful ones. You've been faithful over following my instructions. Come on up, I got more for you. Hallelujah. I got more. Now you've moved corporately from that level. Let's take the community. Let's take it higher. Yahuwah hates investments that doesn't bring forth, produce results. He hates it. He loathes it. What are some of the things that can hinder our ruachal growth as a community? Pride, narcissism, competition, jealousy, strife, fear, unbelief, rebellion, dissension, wrong counsel, blatant disrespect for submitting and humbling ourselves to teaching. blatant disrespect to forego the call to study, to show ourselves approved unto who? Man? No, 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 no. Unto Yahuwah, 'cause man always get it wrong. Man judges according to the way he sees it. And many times man try to put themselves in the seat of judging matters where only Yahuwah rewards. He exalts. He pulled down. It is he. So we submit to that fully. Hallelujah. Can you tell that I love talking about the things of the kingdom? Hallelujah. When you're full of its ruach and it's in you, that's that innate ability. This is not studying according to what the man see it. It's studying and having that time with Yahuwah the way he sees it. Study him. Study what he says. Study when he puts you out there. He puts us out there on the front line. Study what took place. Study where we missed it. Study where we connect with Torah when we didn't want to connect, but yet we push through. We silence ourselves and our emotions, and we allow Torah, Yahuwah's Ruach, to lead us instead of ourselves. Mishpachah, we all should have scenarios like that daily where we saw that we could have missed Yahuwah, but because we submit, we were able to make it through. Totally, bar. I didn't plan on sharing like this. I tell you, I didn't. But I shared. Hallelujah. And you never miss a beat. You never miss anything when we choose to obey Yahuwah to release. Hallelujah. Total reply. Enjoy your day, Mishpachah. Serve Yahuwah with your whole self. Trust him and not man. Lead not to your own understanding, but acknowledge him in everything. Put no trust in man, as he say, because man will deceive you. I don't care what man it is. And the first man of deception that we have to deal with is the man within. It is me. It is you. The deceiving is within one's own self. Because many times when we are led astray, hallelujah, I'm going to give you a scholarship from Torah. It's the man led away from his own lust. Hallelujah. This is why we have to stay in communication and cry out to ABBA to show us the error of our ways, because we got some and they won't make it in the kingdom. Hallelujah. They'll be cast and burned in the fire. But guess what? We get to make it. Beautiful. It's a fail-proof redemption plan that has already been released. And only those, this is hidden to those who are without, but is open to the understanding to those who have his Ruach. Again, I love you. Yahuwah loves you more, Mishpachah. Can you say you really love people? Oh, Yahuwah, you taking me down another lane. Golly. I've heard people say, I don't like people. They make me sick. Are you saying that? And you're a part of the kingdom? Hallelujah. Because of other people's flaws? You're hating them? And don't they dare come near you because you quite got it together and they're just not on your level. They don't have enough smarts to hang out with you. Really. Be careful how you entertain strangers. Yahuwah say, for some has entertained my Malachim unaware. But listen to this. Fallen angels are considered Malachim angels. Some get comfortable with fallen angels when you're supposed to resist them and go the opposite. Not allow them to release and get close to you. I'm talking about Ruach spirits now. And I'm talking about people that are outside of Torah. You'll know them by their fruit. Oh, yes. So when I talk about loving people, we're talking about people within our own community. Yaakov, I love, said Yah. But Esau, I hated. You'll know them by their fruit. But some of them have a fruit of Yahuwah, and you still hate them. You just hate them. These people make me sick. You better watch who you talk about, negative about. Watch who you kick to the curb. Watch who you figure, oh no, they're not qualified for that. You had better be careful. That's why we must have our ears to the heart, the very pulse of Yahuwah. Because it's a dangerous thing to misappropriate Yahuwah's choice for Yahusha. There was no beauty or comeliness that you would dare to even want him. Yay! Come on, somebody. You wouldn't choose him with your emotional self, led away by self-counsel. It is very important that our words are seasoned, our heart is seasoned with the heart of Yahuwah. All this I'm bringing out, I have to, this to me first. Our thoughts are seasoned with the heart of Yahuwah. Because a lot of times he allowed these things just to sharpen you. Hallelujah. Rejoice and be glad, Miss Rakah. This is a brand new day that Yahuwah has made. Rejoice. Be glad. I'll be around 2 times in another 10 minutes. So it's been 43 minutes. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hallelujah. Enjoy your day, Miss Rakah. Love Yahuwah with your everything. I'm closing again. Hallelujah.